All right, questions for Ed?
And it's a little bit different experience this past week. The previous week you were kind of thrown in a little bit earlier than expected with injuries. This week, I take it you knew you were going to start. How did that change for you? Your mindset, was it the same? And how do you think you did out there?
I felt I did pretty good. I had a few mistakes, but that'll happen when the first start. Coach Elliott told us earlier in the week I'd be starting, so I had all week to prepare for it, so he helped me mentally better, so that was good for me.
When you look back at the film, maybe the guys put up 385 rushing yards. Just talk about how successful you guys were on the line on Saturday.
I feel we had a great game plan. We opened up a lot of space for the running backs to get through. But like when you got guys like that can make plays, it helps us. It helps us look good. So that was more on the running backs than us. So.
Was there a lot of talk, maybe even at halftime, about continuing playing that well into the second half, because that had been a problem for this offense in recent games? About keeping your foot on the pedal.
Yeah, we knew it wasn't we knew it wasn't as like wide open as the past week. So we couldn't have been complacent. We was only up 7 going into halftime. So once we came out in the second half, we scored a lot in the third quarter, and that really blew the game open.
Was it to have a third quarter like that?
It was great because the past few weeks we haven't dominated in the third quarter as we should have. So today, this past weekend was a good sign of what we can do, what we need to harp on this for the rest of the season.
Is there a point in the game where you guys felt like you could just enforce your will on the defensive line?
We emphasized a lot this week on double teams, so we knew once we with the double teams, we knew we had to get a lot of movement. So that was good for us.
Hey, I'm not sure if you asked this question before, but you mentioned up there that you knew earlier in the week you were going to start, and I guess you knew that the performance you had, I guess, at ECU helped Coach Ellerby and Coach Heupel make that decision. So what did that mean to you? You've been putting in all the work, been here a couple of years, spring and preseason, for you to say, you're not just playing because someone got hurt, but you earned the starting job going into a game. Did that sink in? What did that mean to you? Or you just go out and work, you don't even really think about the impact of that.
You just try to go out and work, keep going. When things don't go your way all the time, they're not always gonna go your way. So as long as you keep going, you don't want to be the guy when things don't go your way. You just pack up your stuff and quit. So you want to be the guy to keep going. So it's good to know my hard work was appreciated.
So what kind of feedback did you get after this game from Coach Ellerby? There were some things that he thought you did really well? Or?
Oh yeah, I did some things pretty well. I'm still working on a lot of things, like getting in game shape. So that's what I'm emphasizing on right now. Just trying to play the full game, without getting tired. So that's the next skill.
Yeah, how satisfying is it for an offensive lineman when the team runs for as many yards as they did, through 385 or whatever it was? That's all on you guys. So I think pretty satisfying, right?
I wouldn't say it's all on us. The running backs got to do something too. So it helps us know that we got good running backs back there. As long as we make holes for them, they'll make stuff work. So that's good.
A couple of the previous road games didn't go your way. So how much of a confidence boost was a game like this? You go on the road, you play a team that's been really good the past couple of years, you win like you did. Was this sort of a game like the team needed just to kind of energize them for the rest of the season?
Oh, it's definitely a game we needed because once you get a game like that against a good team, you're going up in their environment. So that's something we really wanted, really needed for our confidence, to boost us.
So this week is a space game, and you guys have those uniforms. Obviously, you've seen those. What's your take? What do you think about the uniforms?
Well, the helmets got in today. The helmets are probably the nicest helmet I've ever seen in my life. So I'm really happy to be wearing them. So I'm very excited for the space uniform.
Are the guys talking about it, when they were debuted out last week on social media? Were the guys like, "Oh my God, look at these things"? What were the guys saying?
We definitely talked about it. Once we saw the Instagram and Twitter post about them, we was talking about them the rest of the day. So we excited to play them this coming this weekend.
The helmets are literally the moon. It's the moon and then the dark side of the moon. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite uniform combo so far? That I guess maybe I'll have a different answer after Saturday. But do you have a favorite combo? Do the guys talk about that?
My favorite combo probably it's just all white. The all white. I like all white combo. Yeah.
So growing up up in Alabama. Did you always play football? I mean, obviously it's a crazy football state, or was it something that you gravitated towards maybe more into high school? Or
Actually,
what's your background with this sport?
I played basketball I played basketball all my life, and then I started playing football in middle school.
Okay.
So I kind of got a lot bigger, but I got bigger, but I stopped getting taller. So I ended up just sticking with football. You know, it was great. It was the right decision.
So who's your favorite basketball player?
LeBron James.
You're a LeBron guy.
LeBron,
okay, so rooting for the Lakers and watching them play and stuff like that. Did you have a favorite football player, or maybe not so much because you were more of a basketball guy when you were younger?
Not a favorite football player. Like I was I'm a football. Let's just say I'm a fan of a lot of people's.
Gotcha.
So I like to pay attention to the offensive linemen like Teron Armstead in New Orleans, Trent Williams in Washington. You know, guys like that, just offensive linemen.
You've got a really good former offensive lineman that's part of this coaching staff. Phil Lodel played for the Vikings for a long time. I mean, he's a guy that been through it all. I mean, what can you learn from a guy like that? Is that a guy you've talked to? I know you mentioned him in an interview last week. What has it been like working with him as well?
He's got always in my ear since I got here. He has a lot of confidence in me. He's always told me, like, as long as you stay ready, when you get your opportunity, it will pay off. So that's something good for me. Having a coach like him, anytime he talk, I'm listening. So that's all. Like when you have a player, when you have a coach like that that's played and has a lot of valuable experience, you got to listen to him.
I know it's you go through practice the last couple of years, but nothing's like playing real live games. So you've been in the live action the past 2 weeks. What have you learned about playing at this level? Are there been some eye-opening things, or things that you try to prepare for, but you don't really know until you get to the actual games?
Something I haven't been. I feel like I've been pretty prepared for the game. Not probably the most thing I'm getting used to is the pace now. Cause you try to go fast in practice, but it's only so fast you can go. But in the game, you just trying to make sure you up at the line of scrimmage, ready to get the next play. How loud the stadium is. Like first time actually playing in something that's loud, so that's pretty good.
So you're talking about improving that endurance as part of that. After some of those long touchdown runs, you got to get down to the end zone and celebrate, right? You got to sprint, right? You got to get down there.
I'm actually on the field goal unit, so I'm just trying to get back to the line for field goals. So that's what I'm worried about.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Ed.
Thank you.